Yeah, it's quite hard to answer that question because this album has a slightly different birth process because I started something about 5 years ago and then I kind of threw it all away. I wasn't happy with the way it was going. It just felt a little, didn't feel very truthful. My life was changing quite a lot. There were many kind of events during that process that made me kind of reassess my life in some ways. And I didn't feel like my music was matching up with that, and I couldn't see the point in it. You know, I'm not like a pop artist who needs to release everything, you know, all the time. I spent a bit more time just being a husband and a father and a human in the world, you know, and I came back to it a little later. Once I'd had some time away from it, it started to roll quite quickly, and I had songs which felt a lot more they felt a lot more honest, really. So I hope after you've heard the album you know a lot more about me. You think there are answers to things and they are white and black, you know, but actually generally I find somewhere in the middle the stuff that's hard to define, and they're not exactly answers, they're just more questions. It talks a lot about getting a little older, you know, how that makes you feel, how you feel about the world around you. My relationship with my wife as well, you know, which like any relationship, it demands a lot. It asks you to grow, I think, certainly for me. And you see, this is where the idea of taller came, because I'm not particularly tall, as you may have noticed. As it happens, my wife is. I needed to grow up quite a lot in order to have a successful relationship, and she's incredibly intelligent. I felt like taller was this call to arms to say, come on, become the man you need to be. And the album is a lot about that stuff. You feel like you're putting something out there that is more vulnerable, and I think that's the thing maybe I've shied away from in the past, you know. Again, as I get older, I realise that actually to reveal that vulnerability is actually a sign of strength, really, I think. I think it's something men are learning a lot about, particularly in the 21st century, about sharing how they feel a lot more and finding strength in that. You know, men are talking a lot more about their feelings. I'm happy that my children are growing up in a world where these conversations are now more of the cultural norm. I think the writing on this is better than anything I've done, definitely, but I would hope so. And I think the reason I would hope so is because I don't, you know, I was not a child prodigy, trust me, and you know, I hope that the best work I do is like when I'm really old. I love playing in Spain, and you may realise this because I come here all the time to play. They're so fun to play for. They treat you like an artist, but they treat you like an opportunity to really just show their passion as well. I bring everything I can onto stage. I really find that the audience give you as much back here. And it's such a difference when you leave some countries, Great Britain, who are wonderful, but they're more reserved, you know. It's just our culture. And you come to Spain and like you walk on stage, I was like, ah, woo! It's, you know, it's just great. Love it.